Every time I think of LeBron, where he is, what's happening, with whatever team he's on, and what we just saw, Chris, with the firing of Darvin Ham today, I'm more convinced than ever that it's a detriment to teams and to a league when a guy sticks around too long.
I actually came across this clip from The Odd Couple a couple of days ago, and I thought it was honestly hilarious. Now, you guys just heard Rob Parker go in on LeBron James, pretty much telling LeBron, listen, you've overstayed your welcome. It's time for you to retire. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Broussard, he was fed up with Rob Parker in this disastrous take that he had.
Here's where I will agree with you. LeBron does feel like, by his actions, is his birthright to compete for a championship. And when he's playing, he is going to be like, look, we got to win a championship. And if these guys can't get it done, even if it's not their fault, we going to make changes. So I will give you that. However, I disagree with everything else you said. There's no problem with LeBron James playing 21 years, or a problem with Tom Brady playing what he played 23, something like that, whatever it was. What's the problem? Most players, there are a handful we know of. Barry Sanders, Jordan before he came back. But most players, Rob, play until the wheels fall off. They play until they Willie Mays stumbling in the outfield.
That was bad. Willie Mays stumbling in the outfield. That was bad.
But LeBron ain't stumbling at the free throw line. LeBron's still playing great.
But LeBron, he doesn't win with the same. He doesn't have the same impact on the game that he did. No, he's not as good,
but he's still very good. He's still an all NBA level player.
You never hear people complain about how much we talk about LeBron James. Have you ever heard
what
that?
I'll say is this: LeBron still got the third highest selling jersey.
I get that. Have you ever heard that from any? This is all I'm asking.
Well, you get that about everything. The Dallas Cowboys. You get that. You talk too much about the Cowboys. You talk too much about the Lakers. You talk too much about the Warriors. The GOAT conference. Like a lot of the conversations do center around the most popular players and teams and stars, regardless of the sport. So you get some of that, but obviously, like I said, LeBron's jersey's still selling, still hot. LeBron's game's still hot on TV. Like, I'm not going to fault LeBron. LeBron is still a great player. He's not as great as he was. And I've been the one to say he doesn't impact winning the way he used to. I said that because people were looking at his numbers and saying, oh, he's still the same LeBron. No, he's not. And that's how you know. You don't know by the numbers. You know by his impact on the game. But there are Hall of Famers who don't impact in their prime, didn't impact the game more than LeBron does right now. Anthony Davis don't impact the game more than LeBron does right now. So, it ain't like the dude is just out there, playing horribly and blowing off his name. He's still great. And Joel Embiid never been past the second round. How much does he impact winning? Yet he's a superstar. That just is what it is. LeBron was unique in that he could impact winning the way he could. That's why he's in the GOAT conversation. Let
me ask you this.
There's only a handful of dudes that have been able to do that.
Can you stay too long in a situation? Can you stay too long in any situation? Any job?
In life,
can you?
Of course, in any situation. But usually you stay too long when you're not able to produce anymore. He's still productive. Now, what I'll give you is this, right? If the Lakers are bending to his will and firing a coach and changing the roster because of him, that's their fault.
No, I agree it's their fault.
That ain't on him.
But I'm
if he
saying
got the power to influence it, most human beings would use that power.
He's staying so long that he's going to force the Lakers into taking his son who averaged less than 5 points in college. This is what I'm talking about. If you're the Lakers organization,
they don't have to do it.
And you give a guy
you're the freaking Lakers. You're the glamour franchise of the league. You don't have to do it.
You feel compelled because the guy's been around forever. He's an iconic figure. And that's what I'm talking about. The reason that other guys didn't get to play with their sons, because they didn't play 25 years. They didn't play long enough for that to be
achievement.
To be the case.
He's good enough to play this long.
I think that there comes a time and a place that LeBron has stayed too long, and the demands that he puts on the
when
franchise.
He's averaging 15 points a game and coming off the bench. And even then, if you want to stay, you can. Rob, he's still a top 15 player in the league. How you gonna say he can't play anymore?
I didn't say he shouldn't
play anymore. He shouldn't play anymore.
I'm talking about from a team standpoint of you feel compelled to do stuff because it doesn't make sense.
Be a man, be a woman, and make a decision.
He
ain't putting a gun to your head.
I'm with you, but you know they're not going to do it.
Well, that's on them. And if they make a mistake, then y'all the chumps. Even with the Westbrook thing. Yeah, LeBron wanted Westbrook. So? You told LeBron no for Ty Lue. You told LeBron no for Kyrie Irving. You have the final say. Have some backbone. I'm not going to blame LeBron because the dude can still ball. And he's playing. And I'm not going to blame him for wanting to win championships either.
Yeah, but you shouldn't, as an organization, feel like you're compelled to do whatever.
That's on them.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Is compelled. They're compelled. Oh, get rid of Darvin Ham. Get rid of Phil Hand and the rest of the coaching staff because LeBron didn't win. Get rid of those
went to
guys.
Pat Riley and said, get rid of Eric Spoelstra. What happened? Them with him. They didn't do it.
No, they didn't
Pat
do it.
Pat Riley had some backbone.
Right, but
he said, I don't care who you are. This is my coach. You play, I run the organization. We each got our own job.
I agree with you, but I think that the longer LeBron plays, the more that they feel compelled because these are the waning years. These are the last few years. If you don't feel the team or put a situation around him or give LeBron some of the things that he feels he needs to win, like a new coach, then what's the point? So you feel almost forced into it.
If he wants to walk, let him walk. If that's your choice. But Rob, here's the other thing. Where would the Lakers be without LeBron? You say, he came in, got rid of all these young. Would they have been better off keeping Kyle Kuzma, Lonzo Ball, who can't even play anymore, and Brandon Ingram?
Chris,
would they be better off had they just done that?
The last few years in the postseason haven't been that spectacular.
They got a champion. They've been as
Davis.
successful as any team in the league since he's been there.
They've also played a couple times. They missed the playoffs twice. So, who would have thought that LeBron James would miss the playoffs twice? The
Denver Nuggets went out in the first round, too. The Golden State Warriors have missed the playoffs. The Miami Heat have gone out in the first round. A few times. We just saw the Milwaukee Bucks go out in the first round. The last 2 years. What you talking about? The Lakers are lucky to have LeBron. Even if it's not going to get them a championship, they're still a relevant playoff team.
They're always going to be relevant. They were relevant with Kobe, and they didn't make the playoffs his last 5 years.
They're the Lakers,
yes, they were.
But
they were relevant, Chris.
I ain't say they weren't. I said they weren't as relevant as they are now. There are degrees of relevancy.
They were relevant. People still talked about the Lakers.
They're the Lakers.
Still talked about Kobe.
But there are degrees.
They still sold out. Did they not sell out Rob G during those 5 years when they didn't make the playoffs?
Too. Have they been more or less
so that's what I'm saying. You're going to sell out with or without LeBron.
Rob, are there degrees to relevancy or not?
Yes, but they're relevant. But they're relevant.
Yes,
the Lakers will always be relevant.
They're more relevant with LeBron. Can you admit that?
All right, a scooch, a smooch, a hair.
Thank you, loquacious B-Fin. He just whispered in my ear, Chris, you destroyed Rob.
Yeah, right. You wish.
877-99 on Fox.
So, ladies and gentlemen, man, you guys just heard Rob Parker get absolutely destroyed by his co-host, Chris Broussard. Rob Parker is talking about LeBron James needs to retire. LeBron James is still a top 10 player in the NBA. LeBron James has not overstayed his welcome. He's still the biggest draw in the sport. Jeannie Buss is trying to do whatever she can to keep LeBron James on the Lakers. She more than likely will get Rob Pelinka to draft his son, Bronny James, so that way, LeBron can be happy and he can play with his son. Because Jeannie Buss knows, man, with LeBron James on the roster, she is making a fortune, okay? And like Chris said, the Lakers have been just as successful as any other team in the NBA with LeBron James. We've had 4 different champions so far this decade in the 2020s. Lakers, Bucks, Warriors, and then last year we had the Chicken Nuggets, okay? So have the Lakers had some failures? Yes, but every team has had their failures, right? Every team has lost because we've had a different champion every single season. So it's definitely unfair for Rob Parker to sit up here and act like, LeBron is basically a detriment to the team when he's clearly the biggest asset to the Los Angeles Lakers. I would even still say he's more valuable than Anthony Davis. He's still a bigger draw to me than AD. And yeah, man, I just found this clip to be extremely funny, man. This dude, Chris Broussard, was fed up with Rob Parker's stupidity. But yeah, man, you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, man. Has LeBron James overstayed his welcome in the NBA? I would say absolutely not. That's blasphemy. But yeah, man, I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. This was another installment of The Locker Room. Peace.